I think I see a fundamental shift in travel. People are no longer trying to get from point A to point B. I see travelers across, I think, the generations seeking more meaningful and emotional connections. And we're really seeing a new wave of travelers who are culturally curious, wanting to move away from standardized hotels into more design-led, more boutique-y feel. They want to do more than just a city. They're actually wanting to immerse deeply into the culture, into food, into how people live. That's why I think authentic neighborhood stays are becoming more and more relevant. Ultimately, it's shifting to more experiences, emotions, and new perspectives. That's actually a great question. I just believe, as I said earlier, that people are no longer seeking standardization or even predictable comfort. They are far more adventurous and looking for surprise, delight, immersive discovery, and people are looking for experiences more and more that feel personal and unique to them. And they are actually now willing to invest both emotionally and financially in creating those stories for themselves. I think it's less about conventional landmarks and just doing a checklist, as I said earlier. It's about uncovering rare, authentic, intellectual, stimulating parts of a destination that they can talk to their friends and families and their area of influence about. I think the future belongs to brands that can create an emotional connection by making the guests feel understood even before they speak. While launching Miiro in one of the most matured hospitality markets, we quickly realized that even when you operate across multiple cities, each will have its own nuances and layers. For us, it was about carving out a space that feels genuinely new, and this led to our philosophy of brilliantly considered stays. We moved away from corporate templates, letting the neighborhood actually shape each of our properties. The guests are looking for experiences that go beyond the visual appeal. They want to feel connected and engaged. And what we have done differently at Miiro is to operate at that intersection of tradition and contemporary casual hospitality. By drawing from the Indian cultural sensibilities of warmth and welcome, we have created spaces that are emotionally intuitive and quietly distinctive. Another challenge was that we worked with century-old buildings, and preserving their soul while modernizing them taught us that today's travelers value history and authenticity above all else. In essence, we didn't just launch a brand, we created a space that feels like it's always been there and it's always belonged to that city. In high-stake moments, actually, there is no playbook. But if you ask me, yes, I have few approaches that I follow in all circumstances. First is to strip the problem to its essential risk and facts. And that's where I think my legal training has really taught me to cut through the noise and find a clarity. I then zoom out into, does this align with a long-term strategy or is it just a short-term fix? Yes, I have to work with data, but data tells you half the story. I always apply a human lens, considering how the decision lands with our teams and our guests. Hospitality has actually reinforced how essential emotional intelligence is in any big decision. And once all of that analysis is done, I just have to trust my intuition. And I can tell you that some of the best decisions that have come from me is actually that quiet gut check and the courage to actually own your decisions.